Hi folks, welcome to another episode of PreservedPantry.com video blog. In this episode I'm going to be doing Canadian bacon. So Canadian bacon is real simple. It's basically just a brined pork tenderloin, and then after you're done brining it, you hot smoke it to 150 degrees and you've got Canadian bacon. Okay, so first we're going to add 1 gallon of water to a large non-reactive metal pan, and we're going to put the heat on high. While the water's heating, we're going to add our kosher salt, pink salt, and our sugar. So for seasoning here, I've got about a tablespoon of peppercorns and about a tablespoon of cloves. So I'm going to go ahead and add those in. You're going to want to stir this while it's heating to keep the sugar from burning on the bottom and also to help it dissolve quicker. You don't have to heat this to any set temperature. Just once you can tell that everything inside is dissolved, then it's ready to go. Okay, now that everything's dissolved in here, we're going to go ahead and put it in the refrigerator and let it cool off until it's about refrigerator temperature, about 40 degrees, before we add our meat to it. You definitely don't want to put your meat in when it's any warmer than that because it won't brine as efficiently, and of course you don't want to cook the meat in the brine. So go ahead and put it in the fridge for a few hours, let it cool off, and then you can come back to it and add your meat in. For this and all my other recipes, make sure you go to PreservedPantry.com and click on the Recipes tab. Okay, now that you got your brine cooled off, you're going to go ahead and just put your tenderloins in here. You're going to go ahead and you're going to put them in the fridge, and you're going to let them brine for 24 to 48 hours. Now these are kind of some little guys, so they're only going to be in there for about 24 hours, but if you got a nice big, good sized tenderloin, you might want to give it a full 48. And if you have any problems with them floating, just go ahead and put a plate on top, and that'll keep them settled down at the bottom. Make sure that the whole thing gets a good amount of brine absorbed into it. Okay, now that your Canadian bacon are done curing, take them out of the brine and leave them uncovered in the fridge for 12 to 24 hours so they can develop a pellicule. They get sticky and kind of dried out a little bit on the outside. That helps the smoke to adhere, and you'll get a much better result from the smoking. If they're still wet and slippery, a lot of times the smoke won't really adhere all that well, and you'll see it. If you take your finger, you can almost rub it right off. So make sure you get that good pellicule. Go ahead and put them in your smoker. I'm going to cold smoke my Canadian bacon. I like it better that way. I like, just to cook it when I'm cooking it. So I'm going to cold smoke this with some hickory for about 4 hours. Okay, once the Canadian bacon is done cold smoking, you can go ahead and take it on out of here. Okay folks, so you can see you got some of this beautiful Canadian bacon. I'm frying up in the pan here with an egg for dinner. And you can see this nice pink color here. This isn't cooked yet, of course you need to fry it, or you can bake the whole thing in the oven if you like. You can cook it several different ways, but here's the finished product here, and this is what it looks like when you fry it up with an egg. Thanks for tuning in to the PreservedPantry.com video blog. And make sure you come back soon for some more videos.